And now, a CBS 42 special, Wake Up Alabama, Ironbowl edition, presented by Jack's, proud sponsor of college football for more than 50 years.
Well, welcome in, everybody. We are live from Jordan-Hare Stadium. We see it right in front of us here, this special CBS 42 presentation of Wake Up Alabama. And am I speaking for myself, or are we all giddy?
I'm a little bit giddy this morning. I'm so excited.
My legs are shaking.
I do. I mean, it's kind of cool, not that cool outside, but I have goosebumps right now. I mean, we're sitting here right across from the stadium. I'm just itching to get in there this morning.
Yeah, it is exciting. So much is on the line for this game. So much that we've been doing building up to this, and now we're officially here. It is 9 a.m., and we are just pumped. You just see the crowds there starting to build. They have been here for days. Obviously, many more will be coming in today.
And it's perfect weather out here today. You could not ask for better. If you look at the last couple of years of weather, I know people are very happy right now, not only because of how exciting the game is, but how exciting it is out here and not having to freeze.
Good point.
In the Arctic.
Very pleasant.
Awesome.
Very pleasant.
Perfect football weather.
Yep. Yeah.
Well, let's talk about some of the things that you can expect coming up in the show. Big thing here is how the football season affected the economy in Alabama. Obviously, a lot of money is associated with football in the state, and we'll break that all down for you.
Plus, Alabama ranks towards the top for the fewest penalties. CBS 42's Alex Cordry introduces us to one man who plays a role in that statistic.
And we'll talk about the traffic fans will be dealing with today. But university officials have a plan in place.
And we'll show you some of the best game day foods south of the Mason-Dixon.
And
I think I smell the barbecue.
Yeah, no, we do. No thinking. I can confirm. We can smell it just drifting down from around the stadium. So much barbecue, so much fun out here. And again, Kalee touched on a minute ago, but the weather is always something people are concerned about. But this is a perfect day for football.
It's perfect. We will see a little peak of sunshine here and there, but it's cloudy right now, but the temperatures are so mild out there. Yep. We have temperatures in the low 60s right now. Yes, it's cloudy. We are not going to be dealing with rain, but the temperatures feel so nice, not even cold. I mean, seeing people in short sleeves out here this morning. Temperatures right now in Auburn in the low 60s, so it's a very mild, gorgeous Iron Bowl. The last 2 years in a row, it's been Arctic. But let's go ahead and get to the forecast here. We're going to start off with regional radar. We are going to look at the fact that off to the west, we're dealing with showers and thunderstorms. These are going to push in later today. Not going to affect the game. Good news for you going to the game today. They're going to stay to our west all the way through and into this evening. But if we zoom in right now, if we look at the Central Alabama radar, everyone is staying dry right now. Make sure that if you're driving home later today from Auburn, if you're heading north or west, you need to make sure that you are keeping an eye on the sky, because we could see some very heavy rainfall with these showers and thunderstorms. Severe weather, though, good news, not an issue. Timeline for this will push into our western counties a little after 5 o'clock in the evening hours, then continue to push from west to east across the area and sticking around through much of the day on Sunday. A lot of rainfall out of this. This is really going to help us with our drought scenario. So that's the good news out of this, but also we could see some issues of some ponding on the roadways as well as flooding in some spots. So just make sure that we are keeping an eye out, make sure we're safe, don't drive over flooded roadways. When we go through the day on Sunday, we could see up to about 3 inches of rain when it's all said and done in some spots. And we're looking at very cold temperatures filtering in behind this. But the good news is we're not dealing with that right now. Could not ask for better temperatures here today. It's a gorgeous day. Everyone out here is in a good mood. The game's exciting and the weather is perfect. Now, traffic can sometimes give you a headache if you're trying to head out to the game. But the good news is right now, traffic looks great. Greens all around Interstate 85, Highway 280. Just know it's inevitable. You're going to run into stop and go traffic. So you're going to have to give yourself that patience. I know sometimes it's hard when you're really excited to get somewhere, but tell your family and friends, whoever's heading down to the game, to make sure that they give themselves plenty of time, and also make sure you buckle up out there. But there's a lot of people here, and I'm going to bring in CBS 42's Rick Jackson.
Absolutely, Kalee. Of course, we're still several hours before kickoff, and more people are going to come. So with all of these people, you have to think about safety, security. We have a lot of children out here, and just for a normal game, it's going to get hectic. So this is, of course, the Iron Bowl. I had a word with the Auburn University Department of Public Safety yesterday, and they do have a plan in place.
There are other games, and we're about to give you our picks A little SEC pick'em here. I know that might scare you, but we're about to do that.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit fun. I'm going to warn you.
Yes, and the first matchup we're going to start with is Tennessee at Kentucky. And Kalee, I'm going to go ahead and let you start us off.
All right, Tennessee and Kentucky. I'm going to have to go with Kentucky because back in 5th grade, it's the Bluegrass State, and back in 5th grade, that was my first state project I ever did. I did a float with grass on it or something like that, and that's why I'm going to go with Kentucky.
The next game we're picking here, Florida State at Florida. Kalee, once again,
all right, well, this
going.
is a hard one for me because first of all, I don't like water animals, and so they're both from Florida, and I don't like gators either, but I chose the Florida Gators for the win here because I'm trying to overcome this fear of water animals. So I thought that if I chose them, this would help with my step to recovery.
Okay.
Yeah?
It's another one here. Ole Miss at Mississippi State. Miss Dionne, what do you have as far as your thoughts on that?
Of course, since I graduated from Mississippi State, go Bulldogs.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Mississippi State. Hands down, this is not even a hard one for me anyway, even if I wouldn't have graduated from there.
But Kalee joins us now, not to talk about the weather, but to talk with a very special guest who I think it's safe to say would be the best dressed fan today in the game.
I don't get it.
Yes, no, she is the best dressed. You couldn't hear that, but they wanted to say that you're the best. You're the best dressed Auburn fan or Alabama fan out here today.
Thanks.
And
appreciate that.
yeah, so we have Miss Alabama, Courtney Porter, with us. Yes, and there's something special happening here today with you. You are going to be recognized at the beginning of the game. Tell me about that.
I am getting to go on the field. I'm actually standing on the field the entire game, but I get to go on the field and be recognized as Miss Alabama, and I don't know what else could be better. You always want to be on the field for something special, and what better than the Ironbowl?
And you are an Auburn graduate, so that's really special to be able to go on the field.
It is, and this is such a wonderful game, such a wonderful atmosphere. It's going to be fantastic. I can't wait.
And there's so many people, because you represent the entire state of Alabama.
Yes.
We have Alabama fans, Auburn fans, and you're going to get to be right in the center of all of that.
This is the state of Alabama at its finest, and I can't wait to just be in the middle of everything, all the hoopla. I'm so excited.
Oh, that's, I want to ask you a prediction. Who do you think is going to win this?
It's tough to say because every Iron Bowl is so you never know. You can't really predict anything like that. I do predict it's going to be a really good game. I do know that.
It's kind of scary.
It is. It is a little scary, a little unpredictable, but that's what makes it fun.
All right, I want to bring in somebody else here.
Yes.
Our good friend Rick Jackson.
I really love this lady for many more than reasons than one.
You're so
Auburn alum,
sweet.
yes.
Yeah,
And there are no storms. They're still way to our west. But out here, we have anyone in short sleeves to sweatshirts to just long sleeves. It is just perfect out here today. Beautiful. I'm so comfortable. We do have clouds around, but the rain is going to hold off until we get to the afternoon. Let's go ahead and take a look at where that rain is right now. It is well off to our west. We're looking at the radar here. You can see it's showers and thunderstorms that are going to be pushing in our direction from east to west throughout the day today. So we have showers and thunderstorms that are going to hold off till later on this afternoon, moving into our western counties around the 5 o'clock hour. But right now, well, back into Arkansas, Texas, and also Louisiana. If we zoom it in, we are dry. We're just dealing with clouds this morning. And the clouds are actually making it a little more comfortable, so you're not too hot out here. And temperatures are in the low 60s right now, and just at Auburn, just gorgeous out here. We're only going to continue to warm up this afternoon. Upper 60s is what we're going to be dealing with temperature-wise. If we look at the timing of the rain, I know a lot of people are concerned. What about my drive home? Well, that's the part you need to worry about. We have those showers moving into our western counties by about 5 o'clock, and then overnight and all the way through the day on Sunday. Heavy rainfall is what we're going to expect with this through the entire storm system before it pushes out for the beginning of next week. But we could see up to 3 inches of rain when it's all said and done in some spots of central Alabama. But the good news is here, Auburn's going to stay dry at least till the game's over. If you're heading home north or west, though, later on could run into some patches of heavy rainfall. So you want to make sure that you're keeping an eye out and tell your family or friends if they did make the trip down here to make sure that they keep an eye out for that. Iron Bowl forecast, though, is gorgeous. Temperatures topping out for kickoff in the upper 60s. And then by the fourth quarter, again, clouds are going to stick around through the whole time, but staying dry, 64 degrees out here. Now, the big thing after today, the cold front's going to finally push through Sunday afternoon and evening. Behind it, very cold temperatures, very cold. We're talking temperatures dropping into and around freezing in the upper 20s by the time we hit the middle of next week. We also have a very small chance of yes, the S word, snow for the extreme northern portions of the viewing area because of wraparound moisture that's going to stick around through the beginning of the week. So we're also still far out, going to keep an eye on that. But otherwise, if we just focus on today, if anybody wants to reward me for making the weather really great, you can give me a ticket to the Iron Bowl. CBS 42 has a stage. I will be there, and you can reward me for that. But otherwise, I hope everybody enjoys this great day. Traffic, on the other hand, can make a great day a little bit of a headache, but